feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, y'all. We have got to get into this exclusive nuke we just heard off of the blogs. Shout out to Cindy C for sending me this. Y'all, we was going to bed, having a good night. We just got done with our review of the Basketball Wives. But Brooke is speaking out. She's showing receipts. And we got to get into this. So before we get into all that stuff, y'all, make sure let's take care of business of this channel. If you want to join my tribe, and if you, no, matter of fact, join this tribe. Turn your notifications, turn them on all, so you get notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section. Okay. If you're here, comment in the chats. Okay. Let's get into the intro. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every really wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Cindy.
Woo,
It is hot out here in these blogs tonight.
yes, it is.
It is hot.
It is.
Okay.
It is. We knew it.
Real quick, what's going on to Mary Brassard? What's going on to Lovely Givian? What's going on to C. Payton 23? What's going on to Southern Belle 116? And what's going on to Teresa, the Trees J? All right.
Hey,
Y'all, we got something to talk about, okay?
yes.
Brooke is speaking out. She's showing receipts, and we need to show them. We need to talk about them, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is going on to Sheila in the chat as well?
Hey, Sheila.
I hate this for Jackie.
I hate this for Brooke.
I'm saying I hate it for Jackie because
Jackie.
Jackie should have just sat there and ate her food.
Jackie should just been a decent human being.
That's true too. Okay. So y'all, we just got a post over on hold on. On the Shade Room. Brooke did a video live. Let's pull it up here. Okay. This is Brooke. And Brooke is going to tell y'all what the hell's been going on.
And also, so Deb, this is to, on our last live of the finale, the reunion, counteracts what Jackie said and that you read.
Yes.
Hey,
so
yeah.
Yes. So yes. So and I seen that, but then I think we were on when this posts were happening.
Yep. So
let's get into it and then let's talk about it. Oh, what's going on, Jackie? Not Jackie from what's going on, Jackie? She says, hey, so Deb and Cindy, I'm watching the reunion now. Girl.
Hey, Jackie, hold on to your seat.
Girl, hold on to your seats. Hold on to your butts. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So let's get into this. So this is Brooke. Let's read the caption. So this is from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. It says, Brooke Bailey went live and shared that she thought her and Jackie Christie, as they often spoke and worked together prior to her daughter's passing. However, after her daughter's passing, She said Jackie sent her a generic text, and she expected more from someone she considered a friend. And we're gonna view. It says view earlier post. So here we go. Oh
Whoop,
wait.
whoop, whoop. Yep, we need the
Muted.
sound. Yep.
Let me refresh this.
Whoop. Sound.
All right, here we go.
He sent me a very generic text prior to my daughter passing away. Jackie was on my phone 2 to 3 times a week, talking to me, Kiki and sis, I love you, trying to start a podcast with me, trying to work on, other projects outside of the show to bring to the show. So did I consider Jackie my friend? Yes, very much so. Considered her my friend. So when my daughter passed away, her sending me a generic text, maybe it was wrong for me to expect more from her, but I definitely did. When you consider someone your friend, you expect certain things. And I know what I would have done for her if she was in that situation, or how I would have been there for her. And it's not about her buying me a flower or flowers, doing anything other than being there for me. That's it. And if that was me expecting too much, then that's just what I did. And that's my fault for expecting more than what she was able to provide. So she never reached out to my cousin Tyler, besides the DM of her asking to be on the guest list to come.
Now that part is shocking to me
Me too.
because the way that Jackie had, gave it to us is that she reached out to Brooke,
Yep.
but she reached out to be on a guest list for a funeral that she also said that she doesn't go to funerals. So
Right.
then why would you even do that?
Well, the whole thing of what Brooke is saying is that beforehand they had been in constant communication.
Right,
So,
right.
and in fact, wanting to do business with one another on a podcast. So her daughter gets killed, and then you want to talk about being on the guest list? I'm confused. Whether you do funerals or not, I'm just confused why you would reach out there and not reach out to your friend and all this "I love you" nonsense. Why wasn't the "I love you"? I'm sorry your daughter has passed.
Yeah. Let's keep watching because I mean I did say that I hear her say Jen's name, but then she does say talk about Jen too.
And she talks about Malaysia.
Yeah, well, she's talked about Malaysia before too, but I remember we were doing the review. I said she didn't mention Jennifer,
Oh, and I
so
said she did.
yeah, so she mentioned Jennifer in this. So let's
Yeah.
keep going.
To Kayla's service. And she didn't show up, nor did she DM her back to say that she wasn't going to show up. She sent the DM to Tyler asking to be on the guest list. And when we were at the reunion filming, which they didn't show, Jackie told me that she doesn't do funerals, which is fine. You didn't have to come to the funeral, nor did you have to DM Tyler asking to be put on the guest list, whatever. It wasn't so much of what she didn't do, it's how she went about things. So the generic text, like Jen wasn't able to show up to the service, but she sent me a text message that felt like a hug through the phone. She sent flowers. Even Malaysia sent text messages to me that felt like a hug through the phone, felt like a friend that's comforting you. And I don't even have that type of relationship with her. So the relationship that I had with Jackie, I just felt like, if you can be in the middle of my marriage and trying to counsel me in my marriage and my husband, how come you can't be there for me when I have a loss of my daughter? So I'm done talking about it. I'm always gonna, stand 10 toes down on what I say and what I do. I'm always going to be respectful when it comes to my daughter's name and her legacy. So you guys make sure you check out K&B Inc. Life and check out what we're doing for her nonprofit. And I hope that you guys all have a beautiful day. And I hope that this was a little bit of clarity, because at this point, I'm really, really sick of the back and forth. I have no reason to lie. I posted my own text messages with her, DMs, all of that. Like, it is what it is. Jackie sent me a...
All right. So before we get into the text messages, how are we feeling right now, Cindy?
I'm so disgusted. I just feel like Jackie whew, I just feel like as a mother, let me just go back to that. As a
Mhm.
mother, as a woman, even if they're just coworkers, castmates, slash friends, whatever.
Mhm.
I understand. Let me just say this as well. I understand having a hard time when people pass away. I do understand that. I've dealt with it my whole life. Personally, I'm over it.
Yeah.
However, as a friend, and like I said, loyalty to me is paramount. As a friend, you're fucking there for your friend.
Right.
I don't care how uncomfortable you are. Sit there in the discomfort. Losing a child is like the worst thing that could happen. If she couldn't even sit there, offer, like she said, words of comfort and feels like a hug through the phone. You don't
Mhm.
even have to be in her presence if it's too hard for you. But
Right.
you can't send a sincere text to someone that
Mhm.
you have spent months filming with, not once, but multiple times.
Right.
I just don't understand that, and it's absolutely unacceptable to me. In fact, to me, like I said before in our reunion recap, I am done with Jackie. I don't need to see her on the show. I don't feel
Yep.
like she's deserving of a being on that show. I don't care how long she's been on it. I feel like if she doesn't leave on her own accord, the way that Malaysia and Duffy did, I feel like she should be removed from the show. Don't talk about sisterhood. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Because there's no sisterhood,
There's no sisterhood.
especially when it comes from Jackie. Jackie's about Jackie, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Jackie in our comment section says Jackie could have done better than that. My condolences to Brooke and her family.
Absolutely.
Um,
And
even
Jackie,
even what
oh,
you just said, Jackie, she could have
oh,
said that. You
yes, I was just about to
know.
say that. Jackie in as So Dad's tribe, you said more than Jackie Christie should have said to her so-called friend.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. So when I started doing my radio show here in Atlanta,
Hmm.
I had a producer for my radio show. His birthday was on Halloween.
Hmm.
He died on his birthday, on his
Wow.
way to his party. I don't do funerals at all.
Neither do
Um,
I.
but I felt obligated because he helped me so much with my radio show,
Right.
that I went, and I didn't stay for the actual, like, I didn't go to the wake. I actually showed up after they closed the casket because I didn't want to see him that way. There's so many options that Jackie had there,
Yep.
but the simple phone call,
Yep.
a sincere, not a generic phone call or text message would have sufficed.
Absolutely.
And for me, Jackie doesn't get it, you
Yeah.
know. Um, and I hate to say this, but it also makes me go back to the season with Evelyn helping her, her daughter, her grandson,
Yep.
and how she was so not concerned about, what happened with the grandson, but more about why Evelyn helped him.
Right. And then by the time that reunion came by, because she got so much negative feedback, then she started to backpedal down.
Backpedal.
And that's what I'm feeling now.
Yep.
And I have been, dealing with deaths um from loved ones, starting with my dad who passed away when I was 4.
hmm
And so no, I don't do funerals anymore. After my mom's, I was done.
Yeah,
Done.
and I can
Uh,
understand that.
yeah, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Now, no, say, you know, because of that, I will say that it still does not make me not show sympathy
hmm
and or condolences if
Right.
somebody passes. I will show it in a different way. Me attending a wake slash funeral slash cemetery burial, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But I will be there for my friend. And you don't have to do that. Like Brooke said on the reunion, she could have sat quietly with her.
Yeah.
There
You
are
could have
things
went.
that
She
she
could have
can
went
do.
to the wake.
Yeah.
She could have went to. There's so much stuff that she could have done to support her.
There's so many things. So
But
many
the
things.
more that I think that I hope that Jackie doesn't respond to this,
I hope
because
she
the more
doesn't.
that she responds, the worse she's going to look at
Agreed.
this point.
Agreed.
Uh, I want to read some comments. So C Payton 23 says, I don't do funerals either, but there are other ways to be supportive of your friends during those times.
Absolutely, C. Peyton.
Jackie says, Jackie put me in the mind of having too much power, and that's she can't be touched.
Yep.
And she's being touched now. And CPA says exactly so. Deb talking about what I said about me not going to funerals.
Yep.
She says that's the real Jackie. Remember how she did her? Yep. See.
Yep. And that's
Yep.
exactly what we're talking about. Yep.
Hey Norris.
Hey Norris.
And then Tiffany GT says, I never view a person's body, and I don't like funerals either. However, you have to give your support in some type of way. Yes. And also we have Sheila. She says Jackie needs to move on. She does at this point.
Absolutely.
Because you cannot be a matriarch and you cannot be the leader of the group, because that's your responsibility in a group, regardless whether you do funerals or not. That girl's daughter died unannounced. You know, it was a shocker. It was nothing planned. She wasn't sick. She literally just out of the blue, it happened, right?
Yep.
And Jackie, for me, gave no fucks about it.
Absolutely.
And for me, listening to Brooke speak about this and Jackie making an excuse on the reunion, and then Brooke even giving further information. We're going to get to the text messages after this. But to see how Jackie operated during this shows the type of character that Jackie does have. And it's not a matriarch at all. It's more like a slumlord.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm below the belt, a below board type of person.
Yep.
I would never want to be friends with someone like this.
Well, first of all, that's not a friend. So, of course, you know, we're not going to sit here and act like, you know, she, as casually as she throws the word friend around, she's not a friend. Just say, I want to keep my check. I want to be relevant. I want to have something to do since my husband is coaching and he is away and I'm bored. And instead of talking about my puppy, I'd rather film the show. Say that, you know, and just let's keep it 100. I don't want anybody that is in that caliber to be to have a platform to make money. So I'm done with Jackie, and when I say I'm done, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
I'm over her.
It's a wrap.
Okay.
She should be off of that show. Her claim to fame was that matriarch. This season, she has crumbled that. There's no way that they could, you know, reframe that.
She can't come back from this. Yeah.
And she can't come back. They can't reframe. It can't look better. She did what she did and she said what she said. I was actually done with Jackie when she actually had this situation with her daughter, because that's worse. But now somebody else losing their child, you couldn't do anything? You asked to be on a guest list and you don't show up? I can't with Jackie. I can't.
Mary Broussard says Jackie tried to keep up mess on the show. She wants to be the grand dame, but no one respects her, and that's true. You can't respect her. She wants. Sorry, my phone's ringing. You can't respect her. She wants all the attention and power. Tiffany GT says, talking about a sisterhood and bringing the girls together. This would have been the best. Come on, Tiffany. The best time for Jackie to do that. Come on, Tiffany GT. When you're right, you're right.
Tiffany GT, you were speaking power the last live. I appreciate you so much. And you're absolutely right.
What's going on? What was said? What was said? I am DONE. I am done.
Thank you. What was said?
Get her out of there.
I said. Out. Get out.
She needs a whole makeover. And what's going on? What's going on with say?
No, we don't need a makeover. We need her.
We don't. You can't make over a horrible person.
Absolutely.
You cannot. There's no makeover for that.
Nope.
Jackie, I love Jackie. You know, I did. But this person that we've seen this season and seeing what she did with Brooke, I don't give a damn how good of friends you were or you were not.
Right.
Compassion, character, and integrity tells you I should do something.
Yep.
And I don't care if you don't do funerals or you don't know what to say or any of those things. The reality is this. You do something. Send the flowers. Send a text message to her, not the friend. Don't ask me to come to a funeral that you're not going to come to.
Right.
For me, that's the cake for me.
Me too.
Why would you ask to come to a funeral you're not going to go to?
Exactly. If you're not a funeral girl, but you were going to make an exception, then make that exception and show the fuck up. If you're not going
Right.
to do that, then don't say that and just show support in a different way.
Right.
Angel has a new baby. She showed her condolences and made a dress for the baby. Like, you can't even do that. Like, look, Jackie, we don't need you. I don't want to hear any excuse on why you could not have shown more regular human compassion for somebody else, whether it's a coworker, a friend, a stranger. If this were a stranger and they didn't have anybody to be there, I would be there for that person.
Right.
But she couldn't do that
Jackie's not a good person.
at all. At
And that's the
all.
bottom line. What was
Period.
said says Jackie only worked with Shawnee, Evelyn, Tammy, and Malaysia, the OGs. And don't forget about Jennifer. C. Payton 23 says, why doesn't she follow Doug now? But wait, why doesn't she follow Doug now like she did when he was a player?
Well, she's
Uh,
not going to because he's just a coach. So it's
yeah,
weird for a coach's wife to go from place to place. And even if she did, she wants to be relevant. She wants to be relevant.
and she's just not.
That
She's
she,
older, and
yeah,
these
she's
girls
that
are
time
younger
has
than her,
passed.
and
That
they
time
don't
has
they
passed.
they respect her like a mother. So
Yes.
her not showing up to Brooke's daughters anything or even acknowledging it makes it way worse.
Yep.
Because if like Brandy or British didn't do it, like it would be a little bit more understandable because they're not really, you know, they might have been
Right.
not friends or whatever,
Yeah,
but they're
because they
looking
were
at
just
Jackie like the mother of the damn show,
yes.
you know,
Like they
so
were just
it
getting
don't
to
work
know
that
each
way.
other.
Yeah,
They were just getting to know each other, and all those girls were able to rise to the occasion. And
yeah,
Jackie was not. And she, like I said, matriarch, mother, however you want to phrase it, Jackie is old enough to be all of theirs. Maybe, to Jen. Jen looks great, but maybe she could be Jen's aunt. But
yeah,
the whole point is,
yes,
right? The whole point is she is of an age that she should know better and know how to offer some support to a
yeah,
younger person who has lost their child. This woman lost her child.
right. Jackie says it's a slap in the face when one doesn't show up for a funeral that you asked
Yes.
about. And what was said that's actually her name. So, not
That's
just
her.
street
Yeah,
name.
what was said, her name is actually Jackie.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's get into the text messages.
Yes.
Let's get into the text messages of it all.
I just cannot. I literally am still clutching my pearls. I cannot with Jackie.
Yeah. So if you guys watched the review earlier, I did read this, but I'm gonna read it again for you guys who weren't there. Jackie says, really hope everyone stops reading lies. I mean, spreading lies. And I hate about such a sensitive topic. I'm truly disappointed the narrative is being spun in such a way to insinuate or say I did not call her on the very morning we all found out, as I said at the reunion. I spoke to Tyler, which is not Brooke,
Right.
and sent my love prayers and condolences. I was assured she would reach out when she felt up to it. But what she's not saying is that she reached out for a funeral.
Right, but not even that. So Deb, what she's talking about is when she felt up for it. When you're
Yeah.
somebody's friend, the way she claimed and that she loved her so much, you don't care if they're up for it. You're there for them. You
Hmm.
you show up for them. And
Wait,
even
why is
if
she
they're
in the
not
comments
ready.
why is she in the comments liking this?
Right. Weirdo.
Here's Jackie here. You can only do so much. Oh, people are actually agreeing with this. Oh God.
Weirdo. I don't care. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, let me finish going through with this. Um, because was assured when she reached out when she felt up to it. Let me tell you something. Somebody going through something like this, you might not get to the day that they are there.
That's what I just
When
said.
you,
So
yeah,
Deb.
no, and I'm just kind of reiterating what you were saying
Mm-hmm.
because losing a kid, I might
Right.
not be here tomorrow.
You
You know?
first of all, losing a child, you don't know what you're up for. So what you
Yeah,
depend on and what you need is to have your circle of quote unquote friends
Yeah.
be there, whether you need them, whether you could speak, whether you could stand, whether you could eat. You need people that are going to be there to just say, I'm here for you. And she did not do that. I don't care what Jackie has to say.
Yeah, me either. It says I then text and DM several times after and received back messages when the service came. I don't do well with them, so I didn't go and found out at the reunion my absence was missed and I apologize. Period. Now this is Jackie being facetious to me.
Me too. And her saying, like, my absence was missed. No,
Yeah,
bitch. You said you reached out and said you weren't gonna be there. They
yeah,
had a hard time doing a person count so that they could make sure that everybody showed respect to Brooke losing her daughter. And you did not show up. So no, your presence wasn't missed. Your RSVP was bullshit.
yeah.
Let's be clear.
It is. Where am I at? I knew with them. I didn't go to the reunion. My absence was missed. I
It was
apologize.
the
Period.
period.
She says at this juncture, I'm done going back and forth. We spoke and moved on at the Basketball Wives LA reunion. Clearly, y'all did it
No,
because
they
Brooke
did
is
it.
speaking out. So that's not true, Jackie. And see, these people are in these comments. They like Jackie because she's entertaining to them. But
Right.
Brooke's daughter's death is not entertainment.
Absolutely. And
So
if it was happening to them, it would not be
yeah.
entertaining.
Because even like this, like when I'm reading this, she used her daughter as a storyline. Her daughter was never a part of the storyline.
First of all, her
So that's
daughter was
done.
not. First of all, no, no, no. Let's be clear. Her daughter, Kayla, who was beautiful, was not a storyline. Her
Yeah.
mom was on a reality show. This beautiful young woman was showcased a couple of times on the show because that's part of I'm sorry, Brooke's life.
Yes.
Okay, so we
I know
don't
you.
have
I know
to.
you have Brandy on your mind, but go ahead.
No, you have Brandy on your mind. It's just all the bees, all the bees.
Right.
But that was that because that was part of Brooke's storyline. Okay, but that does not have to do anything with this poor baby losing her life.
Yeah.
I just these
Even when
people
she was
on
on the show,
social
they never
media,
even connected Jackie in
no,
the group with
at
her. She
all.
was talking to her kids about her having a baby.
Yes, and her
So
marriage, and
when I
like
read comments like this, it's just like y'all. And again, I watch Richie Sky. A
yeah,
lot of people watch our reviews of the show. They don't watch the actual show. So
right,
going through these comments, like you're never going to get unless you see a person who actually watches the show, you won't get the actual factual of what's happening here.
right, right,
So
right.
let's get to the text messages. So here we go. It says sending you so much love and prayers, sis. Here if you need anything.
This is
Hey,
before. Let's just put this into context, though, so
okay.
Dad. This is before her child passed away.
Right. She says, "Hey sis, just sending you lots of love today. Love." She loved. Hey sis, just sent. So Brooke loved it. She says, "Thank
Mm-hmm.
you, hearts and prayers." Then this is I get this is around the time that her daughter died, right?
Yes.
All right. It says, "Hi Tyler. This is Tyler. This is not Brooke.
Right.
Hi Tyler. Please add me to the guest list, Jackie Christie." He said she's. I don't know if it's he or she. Says, "Okay, thank you." So then we have Brooke Bailey. She posted. She says, I'm only addressing this because of Kayla. Jackie Christie, you and I never had a conversation. We never spoke over the phone. You DM me to add you to the guest list that I spent countless hours
Countless hours.
putting putting together for Kayla's homegoing that you never showed up to, which is totally fine. But please do not lie. Okay.
And it's
Then
not. And it's not fine. Don't even bring up the homegoing
yeah,
funeral.
it's not. It's
To
not.
call it if you're not going to show up. Don't bring it up. Don't ask about it. Nothing.
Jackie says, "Okay, thank you," but then she posts this on her story. She says, "You wasted my family's time asking to be put on a guest list for Kayla's funeral and
Yep.
didn't show up after they spent countless hours on the seating chart. So please stop acting like I'm overreacting. I can keep going." And so she's like, "Girl, don't keep on antagonizing me
Yeah.
over this shit because if you want me to, I could post the rest. You
Right.
know,
Right.
Jackie's a bad person.
Absolutely. And again, going back and forth with I'm saying in Jackie's case, Jackie going back and forth with Brooke on such a sensitive, heartbreaking topic about losing her child is
Should never
even
happen.
worse. It
It
should
should never
never
happen.
happen. It's even worse. It's like taking, salt and sprinkling it on the wound. We
Mhm.
don't need to hear you go back and forth. I don't care if you don't do funerals. Just don't say anything. At this
Even
point,
go
now
ahead. I'm
you
sorry.
look. But no, I was going to say at this point now you look like a monster
Yeah.
because you don't go back and forth with somebody who's talking about the loss of their child. Are
Right.
you are you kidding?
When she explained to you how she felt, it should have been no buts, no ands, no
Yes.
nothing.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And left it there. Brooke, and it should have been
Not even that.
continuous
Not even that.
apologies.
If she
Be-
wanted to stay on the show, she should have said, "I'm sorry. What can I do? Is there anything that I can do? I made a poor decision. What can I do?" But she didn't even do that. She was just like, "I'm sorry. I reached out to Tyler, and is that the person? Is that your family member? It doesn't. You don't
she
even
doesn't even
know.
know.
She doesn't even know." I'm like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
She's horrible.
And now I'm trying to find in the notes what she said.
Jackie.
I think the other part that adds the salt into all this is that her confessionals in her dressing room.
Yeah.
She's like, basically, F your daughter.
Yep.
That's how I got. That's what I
Me,
got from
that's
it.
what I got too. That's
She's
what I
like,
got too.
I wouldn't be here if this was going on with my daughter. I can't bring her back. That alone by itself, it put disgust in my mouth
Me
for Jackie.
too. Like
I
who
can't bring your
says
daughter
that?
back.
You don't say, yeah. Oh, only the person that perpetrated a crime against someone to unalive someone says, I can't bring them back. You don't say that.
Ever.
Ever. Ever. And again, I mean, I think I mentioned this, many reviews ago. My father was actually murdered. I don't want to hear somebody who has taken someone's life
Hmm.
say something like, I can't bring him back. Just be quiet.
Just be quiet. And even
Just be
Brooke
quiet.
said that. She said, even if you didn't have nothing to say, just sit there with me quietly and be in
Yes.
my personal space. And
Yes.
so Lovely, I want to read this from Lovely Giving, and she was they're saying that I'm gonna say this. I don't care for Jackie, but maybe she just didn't know what to say. She didn't have to say anything.
Right.
Sometimes you just don't know what to say, and she didn't have to say anything.
I understand that. And like I
I'll
said,
say this:
lovely.
like I've been through some things with my friends,
Yep.
especially like even with, like breakups and things. Like you don't know the words to say sometimes. I think
Right.
when some of my friends' parents have died,
Yep.
I've never lost a parent. I have both my parents, and they're very much involved in my life. So even when they're going through that, I'm like, you know what? I cannot imagine what it's like to lose a parent. So all I can say is that my hope is my prayers are with you. Whatever you need from me, I'm there for you. I don't
Absolutely.
have any words that can even compare to the capacity of what you are going. Like this is what Jackie could have said
Yep.
to the capacity of what you're going through because I don't wish this on my worst enemy to go through
Right.
this.
Right.
So the fact that you're going through this, listen, a hug is what I can give you. I love you, and whatever I can do, I'm going to be there for you for that. That's all Jackie had to say.
Absolutely. And, coming from someone who has lost both their parents,
Hmm.
any words of comfort that people tried to give,
Hmm.
uh, I will say didn't really mean anything because it's an undescribable feeling. However, the people that said those words months, years after, I appreciate it because they tried. They
Yeah,
tried, they were there, they
yeah,
showed some level of um being a human, like you don't have to sit down and bow down to me and cry with me or come to the funeral even. I don't expect that from anyone, but what I expect is a semblance of compassion.
yeah.
If you call I'm just saying, if you call yourself my friend, if you are not, then fine. I don't expect anything from you. But like what Brooke said, they talk several times a day. So
Yeah.
don't now, when my child has passed away, go
You mute.
silence.
Yeah, you're
Who
mute.
does that?
Jackie.
Who? Oh, it's Jackie.
Yeah. I mean, because you have to even think about the other people who she didn't even name that wasn't on the show, because
Yep.
we're seeing that her and Evelyn are hanging out.
Yep.
So there was some type of condolence there with that.
Well, like I told you in our last in our final review, is that the other basketball wives that are not even on this season with
Yeah.
Brooke
Yeah.
reached out to her
Yeah.
because as a human being, and a lot of them, most of them are mothers, are going to
Yeah.
reach out and say something. Like, you cannot sit there and keep claiming quote unquote matriarch, and I'm the basically like standard of basketball wives LA. First of all, you
You're
or
not the
basketball
same.
wives overall, ba- basketball wives overall, you are not, because it started in Miami and you're just LA. And
Yeah.
then you just since you're older, everybody's looking to you, like you said earlier, so that as a mother figure, and you can't even um, do that because you can't even do that for your own biological children. Not
Right.
all of them. She only does that for the two that she made with Doug.
Yeah. I want to pull this up because this is when her and Evelyn were hanging out.
I love it.
And this was so cute to me because I just like God. It makes me emotional, but you just see the love that's there. Like you could tell that Evelyn and her there's something that's there
Yep.
between the two of them.
And
Uh,
just as regular good people, you
yeah,
know. Uh, yeah.
and I know that they both have like kids or whatever. So the
Yep.
fact that they even have this probably build a relationship between them.
Yep.
You know, because I mean, imagine this being Shawnee's.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Jackie has daughters, but
Yep.
again, we don't know. But Jackie doesn't have the best relationship with her daughter, so we don't know how Jackie would have responded. Because she even said, if this was one of our kids, we don't know how we would react. They are like, girl, we would have all called your ass. We
Absolutely.
would have called each other because we understand how hard that could be. Even when they're talking about Brandy's son, like they were all like flabbergasted
Right.
about her son. There's a possibility that something's wrong with him. You know what I mean? So
Yes. I
Jackie
mean,
is
and
so
even
out of
though,
line. Jackie is so out of touch.
yep.
She needs a reality check.
Yes. And, I mean, if we're talking about going back to Brandy and her son,
Mhm.
and I agree with Angel 1,000%. I feel like her and Duffy's friendship has expired. However, the fact that, Duffy has been was so emotional, even just referencing Brandy's son,
You can
you
tell that hurt
know,
her.
it really hurt her,
Yeah.
and we don't see that from those fake trying to force out some tears. Jackie talking about, I have two daughters. Well, don't say you have two daughters, because we only really have heard about the one daughter that you made with Doug, and then the dark skinned one, her son is burned severely in a fire, and there has been no communication. They had to have a GoFundMe, which Evelyn gave money to, and then you got mad at her because she's so showing more support for your grandchild than you,
And you're mad about it.
and you're mad
That's the
about it
crazy part.
because you're embarrassed because you're on TV.
Yeah.
And just like that situation, she's embarrassed because she didn't show up. She didn't do the right thing. And now she doesn't want to be showed up on television. Well, the truth is the truth. Miss Christie, the truth is the truth.
Tiffany GT says, Jackie, I agree. If Brooke would have heard what Jackie said in that dressing room, Brooke, yes, she would have.
Absolutely.
I would have fought her. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
I would have fought her because she was disrespectful.
Yep.
Jackie says, I expect more from Jackie. Christie. Make sure you put Christie in the back, Jackie.
Yep.
One, do not unless you are walking in one shoe. You don't know this one's one shoes. What's going on, Nacho Twins Mama? Everybody's agreeing with what Tiffany GT says, and I'm agreeing with that. if Brooke would have heard that, and that's why I think that Brandy was saying, "Girl, Jackie, you in danger, girl."
Right.
You know, she's in
And I
danger.
said that. I said that on the first review.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, it's absolutely unacceptable. It's not about keeping a quote unquote show together. It's
Mhm.
about being a human being.
Yeah.
If you can't do that at her grown age, then don't be on television.
Where's Doug at? Because I think Doug needs to step in and say something. Because
Doug can't say anything about that. No.
Doug needs to talk to his wife.
Doug can't say anything about that.
No, he needs to talk to his wife though,
No.
because he's the only one who can like make her understand.
No, 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 because you know what? Jackie has lived in this world long enough, and if
I
she
hear you, sis.
chooses, if she
Yep,
chooses
I
to
hear
be
you.
selfish,
Hmm.
your husband shouldn't be the one to try to make you not selfish. He knew who he married. He keeps marrying her every year. So now don't be embarrassed by your wife's behavior. She's been who she's been, and we have seen who she's been. So now don't try to now step in and talk about, oh, you should be more compassionate. The fact that she even called to ask, or texted rather, to ask about the funeral arrangements, that was probably Doug. But again, her not showing up, that's her. That's on her. I don't put that on her husband. She's her own person.
Well, Lovely Givian said, from what I understand, Jackie didn't even go to her own mother's funeral.
See?
She stayed outside of the church. Both Jackie's daughters quit speaking to her because of how she treated her own mother.
Okay. Thank you, lovely Givian. It just further proves what I just said.
It does. It literally does.
Yep.
And I think that what I'm getting from what actually Lovely Givian is saying too is this. Jackie, I don't. It doesn't really matter how she feels about funerals.
Yep.
Did she treat her mother's funeral the same way? You know,
Right. Right.
because yeah, maybe don't go. I don't. To be honest, I don't know if my mom ever died. Could I even go to that?
You
But
could.
would I be
You would.
present in that moment? Absolutely.
You would, and you could. And I hated funerals, and I didn't want to go.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I think, and I think where I'm coming from is like viewing the body part. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if I could do
Well,
that part.
I'm just saying, because I had to go through it. I
Mhm,
never want to do it. I never
mhm,
wanted to do it. I did it.
mhm,
So, because that's the relationship that I had with my mother.
mhm.
She and I were super close. She was my best friend. She
Yeah.
was like the best person
Oh.
ever. And um I knew what she wanted, right?
Mhm.
So what she wanted is not what I wanted if I pass on,
Yeah.
but however, I respected and did what she wanted, and that's what you do as a child. Now, we know that, from her therapy sessions with my ex's ex, that I hate to see on the show, but whatever, that was her therapist.
Mhm,
We know that they had challenges. I,
mhm.
I I just feel like whatever trauma that Jackie has gone through that caused her to be,
It seems like
um
she has an issue with women
yeah,
in her life.
that seems to be so self-centered that she
Yeah.
can't, really genuinely empathize with other people.
Mhm,
If somebody has a trauma, Jackie always seems to bring it back to herself.
mhm.
And so I feel like that is true with these girls. Like, she wasn't really empathizing with Brooke, in my opinion. She was like, I have two daughters, but yeah, one of them you
Who
don't even really
cares?
claim.
Even
Yeah.
who even cares if you have two daughters?
Right. Like,
Brooke lost hers.
yes. And Brooke was a real mother to hers.
Yeah.
For
And
Jackie,
I can guarantee you that if Doug passes, she will be at that funeral.
yes, she would. Absolutely. And if anything happened to Doug Jr., or what's the other daughter's name that starts with an S?
Oh God, you asked me too fast. I can see her face in my head though.
Yes, me too. Shonda, Shawnee, something with the
It's
S.
something like that. Yeah, it's somewhat ass. The
Something
one who
with
was
S.
sleeping with her and Dre sleep with the same man.
Yes, yes, that daughter. She'd be there too. So don't
But
tell
that
me
dark
that
skin one, she would be there.
she would not be there at all. She wasn't even there for her grandbaby. This is her DNA. This is her blood.
Yeah.
I don't have any confidence or any kind of pass for Jackie for being just a good person. If she didn't show up for her own
Takari.
mother's Takari, that's
Oh,
it.
Chantel was the one that was on the show.
Chantel, yes,
Yeah, Chantel.
yes.
Yes.
Who said that? Did you
No, I
Google
looked it up. I Googled it.
Thank you, SoDeb. Chantel, I knew it was with an S.
Yeah,
Chantel,
Takari's the one, the dark skin one. Oh, hey,
Takari.
gray hair diva. I have a good feeling it's
Hey,
my
gray hair
bedtime
diva.
tonight. But thank you so much, gray hair diva.
Aw.
It's one of my favorite
Thank you
people,
for
y'all.
thank
Y'all
you for
make sure you
tuning
subscribe.
in.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel.
Yes.
She breaks it down over there. Okay.
I don't know who you are, gray hair diva, but I love the name and shout out.
Yeah, she's up. I met her over on Sherelle's World.
Okay.
So, yes. Lovely Gideon says, "You're welcome. Word on the curb is Jackie filmed a couple of scenes with her mother, then put her out.
Wow.
The woman died at her other daughter's house. Oh my God.
So it probably is Takari. So Takari and the grandmother, Jackie's mom, probably bonded more than Jackie, because I feel like Jackie had Takari when she was young. And probably just dismissed her when she got into like that NBA life. And that in itself is why I said I could take or leave her. I've never been a fan of Jackie. And I'm sorry, Nola, I have never been a fan of your girl. And this solidifies that for me.
Who
Like,
said that? Nola?
Nola said that Jackie could do no wrong. And F that.
Oh yeah, earlier on the show, earlier today. Okay, I'm like, is she in the chat?
Not earlier on just this show on the update. She said that repeatedly.
She's not in this chat.
Huh?
She's not in this chat.
I didn't say she was in this chat, but I'm just saying she said that repeatedly.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Throughout all of our reviews this season.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I don't feel that. I can't give somebody a pass. And Nola, I'm a little bit surprised and disappointed, because I'm like, you're a mom and you were talking about how, people like even, Marlo should be checking it, or her sister, Marlo's sister should be checking in on her kids. And I'm like, look at how Jackie has treated her children.
But most people are not really invested in these girls on this show.
I understand that, but Jackie has been there for a long time.
But they feel like Jackie is like that girl on this show. She keeps the show going on.
Not
for me personally,
no.
I never felt that way. And we've been through this a million gajillion times. For me, Malaysia and Brandy get the show going on. I know you feel like Brandy had nothing to do with it, but Malaysia and Brandy did it for me.
No.
I think that even Drea, Malaysia and Brandy did it.
Yes.
I think that, there was a lot of girls on LA that did it for me. It just wasn't Jackie all the time.
Yes.
I've never ever came on to any
review
that we've ever had and said that Jackie was that girl ever. Because Jackie is unhinged.
Yes.
Jackie fought at a damn fashion show that Angel Brinks had because her brassard was sitting on the floor. So I never could give it to Jackie like that.
Never. And again, like I said earlier, like, Jackie has played her part. She's never been that girl. Drea was at one point that girl, like, like all the other
Drea
girls.
was the girl.
She was the girl.
Yes.
And
she overshadowed the Govan girls.
Absolutely. And when we were talking about it, when we very, very, very first started, I don't know if you remember, but like I said, like you wouldn't put her name in the box, and I was like, Drea. I
never put her name in the box because I know she's never going to come back.
I understand that, but you were just like, I don't remember Drea like that. Like I was like, what? She really was that girl on that show.
Okay, so what I was saying was the show was because of the Govan girls. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
When we got to the show, Drea did show up.
Yes.
But Drea showed up before Jackie or Malaysia.
Absolutely. And she was the most entertaining for years. Years. Okay. So I just feel like, like I said, in the last review on the reunion, I'm done with Jackie. I told you that a day yesterday before.
I wanted to bring that real quick too. So that I don't know if you came up with a lot that I did about this, but Jackie had posted they want her off the show.
Yes, you mentioned that, and I'm in agreement.
She posted that.
I'm in agreement. I feel
Mhm.
like she's done. She served her decade on that show. Like I said in the last review, I feel
Mhm.
like, either they start all the way fresh, or they have some OGs minus Jackie and then some new people. I don't feel like we need to see the,
The crazy.
regurgitated other people. Like I'm good with that. I don't want to see British. I'm good with that. And now because of Brooke having a hard time, I was okay with her leaving too. But what? Why not give her one more season? To work it through.
I
But
want them to have a fair chance without Jackie, to be
yeah,
honest. And
yeah,
that's
I
I
do.
think that's what my
Yeah.
biggest fight was for this season.
Uh huh.
Is that I want them to have a season without Jackie because Jackie just does whatever so she can stay on the show.
Even with Malaysia.
Like I said, I want Brandy and Malaysia together. I want Jackie. I mean, I want Evelyn and Jennifer together on the same season.
Okay.
I always have said that I want them on the same season. I feel like the friendship circle between those two, for me, if that's the core for me, will work well for me because I feel like those were the cores of both franchises for me.
Okay. I mean, I understand
I know you don't feel
where
that
you're
way,
coming
but
from. I don't, but I understand what you're saying with the friendship with Malaysia and Brandy. But I just feel like Brandy
you,
does bring a lot of drama, and she always has. I know that you don't see her as problematic,
mm,
but if you look at some of the, actual posts of the clips on, the Basketball Wives IG page, most people agree with what I'm
yeah, a lot
saying.
of people don't agree with me at all, so I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I would love to see Drea, Brandy, and Malaysia together.
I would love I would love it. I would
Yeah,
just love Drea to come back. I
I
mean,
would
I
love
don't
to
care
see
who she
Drea,
plays.
Brandy, Malaysia, and Jennifer and
Ev,
Evelyn. Yeah,
Evelyn,
that would be like my core cast, and
okay.
then everybody else. For me, and I think that people once it started, it would be a amazing season because you have these girls where Malaysia, I mean not Malaysia, Jennifer and Evelyn have made up in
Right.
some stance point. We don't know exactly how that looks for them
Yep.
because we don't see them like hanging out, on social
Yep.
media or anything like that. But also, like maybe them kind of like helping Brandy and Malaysia figure it out or whatever to the
No,
capacity of
because
what
I
type
don't
of friendship, and even with Drea too, because Drea isn't friends with Malaysia anymore, So
well
just to
I'm
kind of
saying,
navigate that as the OGs of basketball wise for me, I want to see that.
but do you think that, I mean, I know, I'm not, I don't even know why I'm asking you. But I was gonna say, like, I don't really see Brandy being open to having people trying to repair her relationships. She's been very clear that
Yeah,
she does not want people to be involved. Um,
but Evelyn
it,
was like that.
not really.
Evelyn was so much like I don't give a damn, even though she did love Jennifer like quietly outside of
Mm-hmm.
everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about the season where Jennifer came with that girl Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to be friends with Jennifer, but she just couldn't because of all the the shit that she thought about Jennifer.
Right.
And so there's just a lot there. I just want to see it. That's all I want to see it.
Right. Sorry, young rich. I don't see that.
Jennifer Younger says a season without Jackie equals cancellation. She's the only one keeping the lights on from the show. Yeah, I don't see that either.
No,
I
that's
think people who
I
don't watch the
disagree.
show think that.
Yeah, I disagree. A
Yeah,
1000%. I feel like the show would be absolutely okay without Jackie.
and Lovely Giving, we know all this.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
we
if
know.
you've been watching our reviews, we talk about this like all the time.
We
So
we
yeah, we know
talk
that.
talk about that all the time. We'd love to see them back. We know they're not coming back. We know,
Yeah. I think
but
that I feel like that Evelyn can talk Susie into coming back though.
maybe, but probably not, because I don't know if she's
Not in
even.
the same capacity as before, but in like
Yeah,
some
I don't
states,
know if she's even willing to even do that if she comes back.
Yeah.
I feel like really Ev only was there because Shawnee was still on the show, and now Shawnee I don't think will ever be back on the show.
Thank
Uh,
God.
we'll have to see, but again, like I said, I
Well,
feel
she
like
gets divorced, she'll be back.
maybe, maybe.
I think
Um,
absolutely she'll be back if she gets divorced, but we'll
eh,
see.
I think she could create something else. I don't see her limited to just Basketball Wives because I feel like, out of all of the exes of Basketball Wives, Shawnee has been the most, boots on the ground creating content for herself.
Yeah, but remember
when
she had the show with her kids and people didn't
yeah,
really watch that.
it didn't do well, but she still has had these deals where she's had it happen where a lot of
True, true,
exes,
true, true, true.
a lot of exes, they just get xed out and we never hear from them again. So I think she's a really good businesswoman. I'm not going to take that away from her. And I just feel like, again, with this franchise, um, for me, even if it gets renewed and Jackie is on there again, I'm done with Jackie. I can't.
Off
This
they read Jackie
situation,
and Rice every episode.
yeah. This whole situation with Brooke, like I said, I was done when she, put her kid through what she put her through. But I feel like, if she's going to come back, I, I have no feedback for Jackie. I'll just let her do her thing. But I feel like she deserves to, it's not like Roja where you can take a peach away, but I want to take her basketball away. I'm done. I'm done with her.
Yeah. Lovely Givian says Evelyn still loves Jennifer,
She
and she
does.
wants that friendship back. Susie says she was asked over and over again, and she's always says no. Actually, Evelyn spoke out about this, and she said that the show gives Susie anxiety.
Yeah.
So that's why Susie will never come back. So we've
Yep.
we talked about this before.
Yep.
Young Rich says they need Latoya for not Latoya forever, and Fallon on Atlanta. We ain't talking about Atlanta, girl. So Deb, do you feel or think Shawnee would get a divorce soon? How so and why? I don't think that she's gonna get a divorce soon. I'm just saying if she ever does, I think that like she's in love. So I don't think that she would get a divorce on purpose or anything. I don't think that she needs anything from the guy.
Yeah.
But I just think that if it ever happens, that she would be back on the show.
Well, and also my opinion, Jackie, not that you asked me, but I feel like I feel like after watching Shawnee's show, they
Mhm.
kind of seem like brother and sister to me. I didn't see like
You said that, not me.
I said it not you. I mean, it just seemed like they were like
I mean,
brother
he
and
has so much
sister.
scandal behind him too.
Does he? I don't know anything about
Oh,
that man.
Cindy, he has a lot of scandal behind him.
What?
Yes,
What happened?
there's a woman that's missing right now.
Woo! What? Like,
Yes.
like,
Oh,
have
thank
you?
you, Norris. Norris said that the both of us are a good dynamic duo.
Oh, thank you, Norris. Thank you.
Yes.
I think so too. But I think it's just natural. I think it's just natural.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's that we both love the show. And like we
Yeah.
can agree, disagree, we can argue without arguing and things like that. So
But I think also our signs are close together. Like,
yeah.
a Virgo and a Leo are really close together.
And my sun and moon signs are Leo too. So did I
Oh,
tell you that before?
would you say?
Did I tell you my sun and moon signs are Leo?
Oh, well, that's why we get along.
Yeah. Jackie says, "You're fine, Cindy. I feel like it was a forced wedding." So
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that
did
man,
feel.
that man has some scandal. Actually, Nola Reeds. She's the one who. There's a person on TikTok
What is
who
the
breaks
scandal?
it down. If I could find out, I'll send it to you, Cindy.
Okay.
Maybe we could do like a review on that too.
Yes.
But
I
yes,
love it.
that man has scandal. There's a woman who's like missing
What?
because they think
When
it's
I
because of
kept
him.
seeing him on those episodes of that, little short, what do they call it? Limited series,
Hmm.
reality show. He reminded me, his features reminded me of like a young Martin Luther King. And I think he tries to play into that a little bit. So I
Hmm.
don't take him seriously. I'm just kind of like, you are a scammer somehow.
He is a scammer. He is a scammer.
Okay. Okay.
Allegedly. Oh, where's my Leslie banner?
Okay. Got it. Yes.
Allegedly, he is a scammer.
Allegedly in
Um,
red.
Listen, y'all. So from what I do know, there is another season of basketball is coming up, and there's also another franchise, Orlando's coming.
Oh, I hope so. I
And
hope
so I
so.
learned because you guys know I'm in like some basketball wives groups, and that's a thing. Basketball wives Orlando. Now, I don't. They are from what I don't know who the headliner that is though.
Yeah.
So this could be why there's this shakeup in LA. To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, I don't know if
I
shakeup
hate
is.
Orlando though. Like I've lived there. I don't like
Yeah,
why.
you said that before.
There's
I
not
mean,
there's not even beaches there.
right. I was gonna say I've only been to what do you call it? Fort Myers,
Hmm.
Florida.
I've
So
been to Fort Myers too.
yeah, I've only been there. I've not even been to Miami. I've not been to the fun
You ever been to Miami?
cities. And I haven't been to the fun
Cindy,
cities.
you're missing out. You're missing out.
Everybody said that, but I'm old now. Like I should have gone when I was younger. But
It doesn't matter how old you are. Most of the people that are in or Miami are old. So,
yeah, but I don't
and
want
they're
to
older
do.
than you.
I don't want to do a new beach. I don't want to do that. I'm
No, it's
good.
not even new beach stuff there. Like South Beach, they have the strip is amazing. They have great food there.
They
There's
said
so much
that.
stuff to do there. Yeah, there's a
They
lot to do
said
there.
that. They said that. But I just feel like when I like I said when I went to Fort Myers, it was kind of like we were the only black folks there, and the white folks were looking at us like, why are you on vacation here?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I
Really
think the Latino community in Miami is the same kind of way. Like it's like, I mean,
interesting.
it's interesting that you're here,
But why are you here?
but why
It's
are you really here? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to go off topic, and I
Yeah.
know it's late your time, so I don't want to keep you. Um,
Oh, these
I
guys, Miami, I legit used to live there. Okay.
okay.
And
These
I
guys.
literally, I used to live in Orlando, but I would drive to Miami. Like if I was when I was a flight attendant,
Uh-huh.
if I was there for like 3 days or more, I would drive to Miami and stay there the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely Gideon said it was at a reunion when Evelyn told Jennifer if she had confessed to something. I forgot what it was. There was her messing around during that vacation
Mm-hmm.
on her ex-husband. But if
Right.
Jennifer would have confessed, they'd still be friends. Jennifer said, "No, I'm good." That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like when we go back and forth about the stuff about
Hey,
Jen,
Janet.
like when hey Janet Holiday, when they talk about that stuff, like when Jen's talking about it's a reality show and we should talk about reality. Well, bitch, you didn't talk about your situations that you have had in this decade, all of this time, and past this decade because she's been on the show longer, or on a you know a basketball wife, but even before this decade of LA. So
Right.
it's like you don't want to talk about all your stuff, so don't talk about and call the people on the you know on the carpet about what they're not talking about. So don't talk about Malaysia not wanting to share about her finances and all of that. Like you are bringing this stuff to the forefront and you don't want to even talk about your stuff. So don't, like I said, if you want to talk about or bring somebody or help hold them accountable about their behavior, then you should hold yourself accountable for your stuff.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Oh my God. So Deb, come on.
I
Come on.
feel like Malaysia's been skating through.
And I feel like Jen has been skating through.
Jen has been through so much from Miami that and then when she got to LA, the same thing. Jen has been through so much about the stuff that she's gone through with the
Because
stuff
she
that she
has
said and
lied
done.
and she has gossiped. And let's agree to disagree.
She told Evelyn that she gossiped. She told them that her and Tim was talking about they gave it all to Jennifer. Timmy escaped out of that. Jennifer has really been giving what she's supposed to give. But
No,
because Jennifer is the weakest link, no one wants to give Jennifer her credit. Jennifer has really
she
given
is the
what she's
weakest
supposed to be
link. She is the weakest link. And like the television, you are the weakest link and goodbye.
getting. Well, Cindy, I'm going to bed.
Let's go to bed. You
So,
go to bed. Oh, I'm gonna eat because I'm 3 hours ahead. So I'm
yes,
gonna
I'm
eat
actually
some
about to eat
food.
food too because I'm hungry.
Yes. Let's wrap this up. But guys,
Jackie
we
says, "Oh yes, y'all. Please hit the like button when you're coming in or leaving out, or after we get off, whatever y'all do, and comment down in the comment section. Trust me, we are kind over. We are definitely kind over here,
yes, and
y'all.
thank
And
you,
thank you.
Jackie. And thank you even for coming up during, when we open the floor up and so Deb shares the link
Shot time
to
girl, you
the
late. We getting off. We getting off.
Chi-Town, you missed it, but I love you, girl. Again, this wraps it up for us. Unless we have any more updates for me and Deb, we're gonna say goodbye until, or unless there is another season.
Love you. It's going to be another season.
Okay.
We're going to
Okay.
speak that into existence, and my girl Brandy will be
Okay.
back.
That's right. Oh gosh. Okay. And again, let's just, even if there's not, we'll come back together. So Deb and I have already talked about coming back together if there's some updates, if we hear
Yes.
about anything about casting, we'll be together again.
Cindy, Shanta says she loves you too.
Oh, mwah. Thank you guys. And again, hit the like button if you're on the replay game. Hit the like button as well, and comment in the comment
And
section.
comment in the comment section.
Yes, we
Yes.
need that.
You guys
And
have been doing so amazing. Comment in the comment section. Like, to
yes,
be honest, y'all go off in the comment section, and I love it. I respond. I will give hearts, or I will comment. Like, I go and I read all of them. So
yes, yes. And it's so important because we need this kind of content that is not just like super negative content. And I really support Deb in that. And also, we want to make sure that, anything else that he might present to us, that we get those notifications. So if he's
yeah,
not in the algorithm, we don't get the notifications.
Norris wants us to review something else together.
Okay. Well, we were going to do the Queen's Court, but that didn't happen. So maybe let's think about it. So Deb,
We'll
we'll
look
talk
at it.
about
We'll
it.
look at it.
Yeah, we'll talk
So then
about
we
it
talked
offline.
about doing like girlfriends or something too, right?
No, because I'm not a girlfriend's friend.
Oh, but it was a choose. I know I talked to
Yeah.
somebody about doing with girlfriends.
Yeah, I think
But
it
I don't know.
was
We'll look at some stuff. I mean, I don't know what else we watched that we are like this passionate about, but we'll look at some stuff.
yeah, we'll look at some stuff. Well, I mean, our girls are now starting to crop up on a whole bunch of different things. I think the girlfriend's person was
Oh wait,
ranting.
who?
Ranting.
Oh, it probably was ranting.
Mm-hmm.
So you do know that movie that Jennifer has about that carving something is already out, right?
Yes. You
Okay.
told me. Yeah,
I
you told me.
actually posted it, and then Jennifer liked my repost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we should look at it and review it.
See, there we go.
See, Norris, you
But
spoke a word.
it looks very cheap, and I don't know if I want to watch it, but I will watch it if you want to review.
We really don't want to see
Because
Jennifer
Benzino's
doing.
in it. I'm like, why?
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't care. But it could just be fun, entertaining, like trashy entertaining.
Let's watch it. Let's review it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I'm here for it.
If you guys want to watch it, it's on Tubi and it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, I have Amazon Prime. I don't care about Tubi.
I don't even know if I have Tubi. I know I have Amazon Prime.
Okay, so we're both on Amazon Prime. Shout out to Jen for her, bullshit.
Hopefully, if we review it, I can post some clips and then she'll come up and talk to us about it.
Okay.
Like, you can talk to her about it. It looks good for you.
I will, exactly. But if I am needed,
I like to get the backstory and those things.
Oh, we already heard the back years ago. But all right, look. I will be respectful.
Jackie, I don't know the name of it. I will, if I can find it, I will put it on my community
tab. Yeah.
So you guys can see it. But I did find it because somebody was asking about it, and I was like, let me see if I can find it. And I did see it. It's on Tubi and Amazon Prime. So if I find it, when I find it, I'll post it on my community tab so you guys can go and check it out.
Okay, and you keep me posted. And Jackie, it's so good to see you again. I know that we have had some weird times.
Not Jackie Christie, y'all.
No. So Deb's Jackie. We have had some weird times of coming on, and again, we had this shocking update where I cannot believe Jackie Christie. I'm so disappointed for a woman of Doug's wife. I'm really disappointed in her for her behavior, and I am done with her. So.
And Janet Holiday, yes, the documentary is out. It's been out for a while, actually. But it's on Tubi and it's on Amazon Prime. I will put it in my community tab so you guys can go and view it. I'll put the link there.
Yeah.
Cindy, I love you.
I love you too. And Janet
And
Holiday, I haven't seen your name in a while. So hey, thank you for
yes.
tuning in.
Okay, things good. Okay, yes. You too, Jackie.
You too,
Not
Jackie.
Doug's wife.
Not Doug's wife, Jackie, but so Deb's
We're gonna
wife.
start calling you Jackie, not Doug's wife.
Right. Exactly. Anyway, I'm gonna hop down. I love you so Deb so
All right,
much.
love you back.
Whatever you need from me, I will be here. Let's talk about this, whack ass documentary, and we'll go from there.
And
I,
she's acting in it too. So.
oh God. And you know
Definitely.
what? We'll have to see if Jackie pipes up again after what Brooke says. Let's see
Yes, we'll
what
see.
unfolds. Yeah.
She's not gonna be able to not respond.
I don't think that she can't. And also for her to say that she didn't watch the reunion. Yes, you did, Jackie.
Right.
Okay.
We know you
We
watch.
know you
watch
did.
with us.
Absolutely.
And then she posted after she said that she posted a clip from the reunion. So
Thank you. So you watched or you didn't watch? Like I can't take that woman
she's probably like,
seriously.
one of my friends sent me the clip.
Ugh, I
Okay.
can't.
Yeah.
I
Welcome to
can't,
you too.
Jackie. I can't. I can't. I can't. Mr. Christie needs to go and console his wife because she is spiraling out of control.
Very much so.
Absolutely. All right, sweetheart. Have a
Bye,
good night.
y'all.
Get some rest. Bye, everybody. Thank
Love
you
you.
for
I'll see you
tuning
guys
in.
probably tomorrow or something.
How?
Yeah, me and the Candy Shop doing our show tomorrow. Champagne Conversations tomorrow. So tune into that.
Okay. I'll be in the bushes.
All right.
Mwah.
Love you.
I love you guys.
See you guys
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it.